Hi guys, this is Tari, welcome back to my channel. Today War of Fat Italians 2023 has just come out. We will analyze its content and possible spoilers and theories right away. The War of Fat Italians 2023 begins with the arrival of SMG3 and SMG4 dressed as spies, cheered by the surrounding people on a red carpet. Weeks earlier, while SMG4 was playing Club Penguin, his brother arrives saying that his diary was stolen by Mario and contains very important secrets. SMG4 manages to find out the whereabouts of SMG3's diary, in the office of the CEO, namely Marty. Wherever one moves, one can always find guards. 3 does not agree with the plan that his fans have decided based on the live. The watch both brothers wear indicate the success rate of victory, which changes according to the actions always decided by its members. Like every special episode, we even have a special intro. The entrance to the castle is full of Marty's paintings and they see that Mario checks anyone who tries to enter, even his brother Luigi, so he is very suspicious to defend the stolen diary. 3 and 4 control the first mission, which is to scare Mario with clown masks.
Mission 1. Infiltrate casino.
At first the guard becomes hesitant based on the colors of the two brothers' clothes, but SMG3 pushing SMG4 makes him drop the clown mask, making Mario really scared this time.
I can explain.
Hey, what's for me? Let's go!
In fact, the clock counter has gone forward, so the right mission has been chosen. The second mission is to hack the cameras controlled by the thief using force hacking skills.
Mission 2. Disable security cameras.
The mission counter, compared to before, goes backward, so it means the choice is wrong. 3, however, manages to save the day by putting a melon on his head and jump scare Mario via his camera.
What? What the hell's going on? Oh, what the f***? What is that? Oh god! What the f***?
Both brothers have to enter the VIP zone to get to the CEO's office, but he is stopped by Bob, who has to check their wealth, which is not enough to pass. With this begins the third mission, which is that 3 must play at the casino, in a location run by Boopkins.
Mission 3. New jackpot.
3, super convinced of his choice, simulates an earthquake so that he can create a distraction, and he succeeds, drowning Boopkins. 4 must aim on 7 for both of them to win. They succeed, and in fact the mission counter advances, and they even manage to enter the VIP zone. In this part of the casino we can find the elevator to get to the CEO's floor, so the 4th mission begins.
4. Bypass VIP row.
3 has to beat Steve, choosing the card in his hand, and if he succeeds he will be able to go through the elevator, but he fails. In fact the mission counter goes back. Chris and Swag alert Mario, who takes both SMG3 and SMG4 to an elevator, but the two brothers manage to communicate via a clock. Thus begins the 5th mission, which is to use a smoke gas to blind the two guards.
Mission 5. Escape custody.
But they did not calculate that it would blind them as well. Meanwhile the elevator begins to fall. The 5th mission starts.
Mission 6. Going down.
With SMG4 intervening and trying to bugging the elevator but failing. The mission counter has gone back even further. Mario ties up the two brothers and forces SMG3 to give him the key to open it, but he won't. Mission 7 was hacked by Mario, who eventually uses it against 3 to get him to give him the key by showing him some very cringeworthy memes.
And you gotta help us!
The spy Riz, or their mission, gets up to 0, so completely negative, but SMG4 decides to intervene. Mission 8 begins.
Mission 8. Save SMG3.
Where 3 must rescue his brother via Eggdog, making the confrontation a Pokemon battle. Spy Riz rises again and the two brothers manage to escape. SMG3 and SMG4 find themselves in a kind of Marty-themed store. In fact mission 9 is to buy something from this store.
Mission 9. Buy Marty merch.
What? No!
Mario arrives, and to get out the door the two brothers have to waste at least 220,000. The rules of the Marty store block violence, so Mario cannot use his weapon. They are shown a $12 million Bugatti, which they fail to compare, so Mario is allowed to attack them. So the spy Riz comes back again, breaking through the wall with the car. They enter Shroomi's game show. There are a variety of questions to answer, so the 10th mission begins.
Trap!
Mission 10. Game show time.
Both brothers decide to cheat and manage to win. In fact, the mission counter increases again. SMG3 and SMG4 escape into the vents, but they hear Mario's laughter in the distance, and start running again. The guard turns into some kind of monster. The two brothers have to decide where to go, so the 11th mission starts, which is to go to the left.
Mission 11. Vent maze.
They find the depressed clown. 3 proposes the idea of telling Mario about his act so that they can both escape. The spy Riz rises again, and the two brothers find themselves in front of the CEO's room, which they cannot open, but Mario has caught up with them. Mission 12 begins, which is to beat Mario in a boxing match.
Mission 12. Fight Mario and get the keys.
The fight ends in a battle of rock, paper, scissors, and Mario loses. Now the spy Riz increases again. With Mario's key they manage to open the door, which is full of lasers. With this begins the 13th mission.
Mission 13. The CEO's office.
Which is 3 decides to throw Mario into the room full of lasers, only making it worse because the safe door becomes even more secure. In fact, the spy Riz comes down. The lights go out, and in the distance you can see the figure of Marty slowly approaching. The 14th mission begins.
Mission 14. Open the vault.
That is, SMG4 uses a heavy weapon, but it manages to work by distracting Mario, who falls on his boss. Vault opens thanks to 3's hacking, and they manage to find his diary, defended by a giant robot, called Mecha Marty, controlled by Mario and Marty of course. The two brothers try to hide, but it is all in vain, so SMG3 pulls a stuffed animal out of his hat, which distracts the robot. 3 and 4 decide to take the secret weapon, which is to implement the 15th mission, the power of memes.
Mission 15. Dealing with the boss.
The penguin from the famous game Club Penguin arrives out of nowhere and starts dancing, but disappears again, causing Mario to be distracted. SMG3 puts a bomb in the Mecha Marty, the spy Riz increases, and they finally recover the diary. Like every War of Fat Italians, we even have a theme song. Meanwhile, everyone tries to steal 3's diary again, but they are trapped by Mario, who is only doing all this for a Club Penguin hat, but 3 and 4 manage to get themselves freed. Mario steals 3's diary again, escapes in a car, but is followed by the two brothers' forklift. Their car is destroyed, and Mario and Marty end up in jail, so the mission can be declared accomplished. We have a flashback at the end, a kind of fax with a familiar symbol, which is about taking 3's diary. In the showgrounds, the construction of an SMG3 themed cafe is announced. While they are drinking coffee, 3 draws a picture of him with his brother in his diary. After this scene we have a television, thus containing this whole show, and a character with a television on his head announcing, probably, another event that will be very similar to the War of Fat Italians 2023. Then we have the final message from 4, which is that we had a good ending.
You got the good ending.
There are many theories to talk about, namely the return of the television, a symbol we have not seen since the movie, It's Gotta Be Perfect, that created the madness of SMG4, and in this case, Marty as well. The end of the scene, however, makes us realize that everything that is carried out by the characters is being watched or controlled by someone who does not belong in that world. In fact, this character's head is very similar even to the TV logo. Anyway, what do you guys think about this War of Fat Italians? Write your theories in the comments. Bye guys.